Laugh, and the whole world laughs with you. Cry, and you cry alone. If you have an opinion, you better be determined. Close the door that brings in the wind and relax. People think a soulmate is your perfect fit, but a true soulmate is a mirror. They show you everything holding you back and bring you closer to who you are meant to be. When it comes to the stomach, the mind is lost. Being alone is better than being with someone bad. Avoid the company of liars, but if you can't, don't believe them. Ripe fruit falls by itself, but it doesn't fall into your mouth. If you want to avoid being cheated, ask for prices at 3 different shops. It is not knowing that it is difficult, but doing it. All things change, and we change with them. A crisis is an opportunity riding on a dangerous wind. If you want your children to have a peaceful life, let them suffer a little hunger and a little cold. Get together like brothers, but work together like strangers. Lack of intelligence is the greatest poverty. The person who is his own master cannot tolerate another boss. Married couples tell each other 1,000 things without saying a word. A smile will gain you 10 more years of life. A little impatience will spoil great plans. Avoid things that will require an apology. Go with the lesser of 2 evils. Experimentation is the greatest science. Silence is the sign of approval. The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we hit it. You will know your friend in a time of need. Ask your purse what you should buy. Before preparing to improve the world, first look around your own home 3 times. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. Put distance between yourself and everything dirty. If speaking is silver, then silence is gold. A closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. Determination is the key to everything. The fruit of silence is tranquility. Arrogance is a weed that grows mostly on a dunghill. The best answer comes from the person who is not angry. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. Better the cottage where one is merry than the palace where one weeps. It's better to be without a book than to believe in a book entirely. If you're unable to reward, then make sure to thank. Discipline your son when he's young, and be his friend when he's grown. There are 2 kinds of perfect people: those who are dead and those who have not yet been born. A book holds a house of gold. Old anger begins with madness, but ends in regret. Guys can always make a girl cry, but if a girl can make a guy cry, she must really mean something to him. A known mistake is better than an unknown truth. Wishing does not make a poor man rich. The people who talk the best are not the ones who tell the most interesting stories. The richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. Think about your own faults during the first half of the night and the faults of others during the second half. Genius can be recognized by its childish simplicity. Tomorrow is close if you have patience. Think of your exit before you enter. Guessing is cheap, but guessing wrong can be expensive. A secret is like a dove. When it leaves my hand, it takes wings. It is easy to open a shop, but hard to keep it open. Small men think they are small. Great men never know they are great. The more acquaintances you have, the less well you know them. Wealth comes like a turtle and leaves like a gazelle. If you look younger than your age, it means that you have faced the difficulties of the time very well. Jealousy is nothing more than a fear of abandonment. Examine what is said, not who speaks. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. A clear conscience never fears midnight knocking. It takes a man to swallow an insult. He who cheats the earth will be cheated by the earth. 1,000 no's are less agonizing than one insincere yes. 2 good talkers are not worth 1 good listener. Visit rarely, and you will be loved more. Lying is a disease. Truth is the cure. Keeping a secret is a commitment. It's better to fix what you have than wait to get what you don't have. He who digs a pit for his brother falls into it. If you are charitable, you are rich. The saddest person is an envious person. Little by little, the wool becomes a carpet. You can close the city gates, but you can't close a person's mouth. Death is a camel that lies down at every door. He who wants a rose must beware of the thorn. Bravery without foresight is like a blind horse. Thinking is the essence of wisdom. With a sweet tongue and kindness, you can drag an elephant by a hair. The arrow that has left the bow never returns. Trust in God, but tie your camel tightly. Necessity changes a lion into a fox. You can't pick up 2 melons with 1 hand. Experience is a comb that nature gives to men when they are bald. A pleasant voice brings a snake out of its hole. Look in the sky, not in the pond, to find the moon. The way a house is decorated reveals much about its owner. A stone thrown at the right time might be better than gold given at the wrong time. God gives to us according to the measure of our hearts. The world is a rose. Smell it and pass it on to your friends. Do not use words that are too big for your mouth. Listening to good advice is the path to wealth. Treat your superior as a father, your equal as a brother, and your inferior as a son. Don't despise pepper because it's small. Eat and see how pungent it is. One scabby goat infects the flock. A sword in the hands of a drunken slave is less dangerous than science in the hands of an immoral man. Thinking well is wise, planning well is wiser, but doing well is the wisest and best of all. When a cat wants to eat her kittens, she says they look like mice. When the snake is old, the frog will tease him. If you enter the city of the blind, cover your eyes. When its time has come, the prey goes to the hunter. The hand that gives is also the hand that receives. An ungrateful son is a wart on his father's nose. He leaves it alone, and it's ugly. He removes it, and it hurts. 4 walls make a man free. In the hour of adversity, be not without hope. To an ant, a few drops of dew are a flood. The eyes can do 1,000 things that the fingers can't. The larger a man's roof, the more snow it collects. Take care, lest your tongue cut off your head. Friendship with a fool may turn into a hug from a bear. The best instruction is to practice what you preach. Maturity comes from wisdom, not just the passing of years. Doubt is the key to knowledge. Water, long stagnant, becomes putrid. You can't squeeze blood from a rock. A diamond fallen into a dunghill is no less precious. Never open a door that you can't lock again. The big drum only sounds well from a distance. If you tell the truth too early, you are laughed at. Too late, and you are stoned. A blind man who sees is better than a sighted man who is blind. The best memory forgets nothing but injuries. While yearning for excess, we lose necessities. Fear those who do not fear God. Life is like perpetual drunkenness. The pleasure passes, but the headache remains. The pleasure of finding something is worth more than what you find. He who doesn't go to war roars like a lion. Every man goes to his death carrying only what he has given away. Solved riddles look easy. Luck favors the efficient. When a man finds a woman attractive, he may stick out his gut, flex his muscles, and take postures that make him appear taller and stronger. A timely tear is better than a misplaced smile. In this world, generous people have no money, and those with money are not generous. A greedy man is always poor. One sin is too many, and 100 prayers are not enough. You cannot hang everything on one nail. The guard's sleep is the lamplight of the thief. Bribery makes both parties happy. Write kindness in marble, write injuries in dust. The earth is a host who kills his guests. The night hides a world, but reveals a universe. Do not cut down the tree that gives you shade. Habits are first cobwebs, then cables. Drawn wells have the sweetest water. That smells bad, said the cat about meat it cannot reach. A wise man who does not put his knowledge into practice is like a bee that gives no honey. 1 pound of learning may require an army of common sense to apply. There are 3 things that must be done quickly: burying the dead, opening the door for a stranger, and fixing your daughter's wedding. Use your enemy's hand to catch a snake. An arrow can be pulled out of a wound, but a hurtful word stays forever in the heart. When you are truly thirsty, you don't desire 1,000 pearls. Never marry a woman who has bigger feet than you. The loveliest faces are seen by moonlight, when one sees half with the eye and half with the imagination. A real grave is not in the ground, but in men's hearts. You don't put a wooden pot on the fire twice. Gold bears more gold. When a guy really likes a girl, he can't help but tell his friends about her. A beggar will always be a beggar, even if you give him the whole world. There are 3 kinds of enemies: your enemy himself, the friend of your enemy, and the enemy of your friend. Heaven is at the feet of mothers. Debts are like women. Once you have them, you can't get rid of them. Once a friend, always a friend. You can't escape death and guests. He whose heart is stirred by love will never die. The needle makes clothes but stays naked. A woman who's 35 years old has low chances of finding a husband. After 40, some women prefer being penetrated from behind. First time sex is a significant and memorable moment. When a man playfully bites a woman's nipple, it can increase vaginal excitement. Touching a woman's lips can arouse around 70% of women. Women may experience breast swelling of up to 25% during sex. All women get sexually aroused when men work on their brains first, enhancing vaginal pleasure. As you get older, you look at things differently. Women's ears are sensitive and can become aroused with gentle touches or kisses. Being in someone's prayers is the purest form of real love. Women are often attracted to older men, while men prefer younger women. A calm mind makes wiser decisions. A person produces around 14 gallons of semen in a lifetime. Using the tongue on a woman's genital area can significantly enhance vaginal pleasure. Learn to give your absence to someone who doesn't value your presence. Win in your mind, and you will win in your reality. The size of a woman's breasts often correlates with the size of her vagina. Men with strong sexual desire may struggle to prolong a woman's arousal. Comfort is crucial to satisfying a woman's sexual desire. Women with larger buttocks tend to exhibit heightened sexual interest. Survive the dark, and you will become the light. The average man thinks about intercourse every 7 seconds. Solve the problem or leave the problem, but do not live with the problem. Regular sex, 1 to 2 times a week, reduces heart disease risk by 30%. Never dignify a rude comment with a rude reply. If someone is frequently on your mind, they're likely thinking of you too. Women's pleasure during sex relates to psychological stimulation, not just organ size. Massaging a woman with oil before sex stimulates erogenous zones and improves blood circulation. According to the triangular theory of love, love comprises passion and commitment. A woman's sexual desire peaks around age 22. Men prefer women with larger hips due to subconscious fertility associations. Meaningful silence is always better than meaningless words. Being both soft and strong is a combination very few have mastered. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. If you believe it will work out, you'll see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you'll see obstacles. Women's bodies prepare for sex with increased temperature and breast swelling. Always have a unique character, like salt. Its presence is not always felt, but its absence makes everything tasteless. A fish and a bird may indeed fall in love, but where shall they live? Many people masturbate with higher rates among men. Men experience more pleasure from sex when behind women with larger hips. Women release more oxytocin, the pleasure hormone, during orgasm. Some women reach orgasm solely through nipple or breast stimulation. Foreplay, gentle caresses, and attention enhance female arousal. Instead of focusing on what's depressing, look at what's a blessing. Hugs release dopamine, promoting happiness and trust. Women prefer forehead kisses. Sex can be wonderful for women in their 40s, with intelligence and emotional balance playing key roles. Women are sexually aroused by emotional shopping experiences with their partner. If you kill time, you bury opportunities. Longer hugs, around 20 seconds, release chemicals that build trust. A healthy man ejaculates about 5 milliliters of semen, containing 300 to 500 million sperm during intercourse. A woman's white, creamy discharge may indicate orgasm. Time does not change people. Time reveals the true nature of people. Some cultures view anal sex as a natural part of arousal and foreplay. Sometimes you have to give up on people, not because you don't care, but because they don't. If you don't like your story, you have the power to rewrite it. Sex plays a significant role in the lives of people lacking self-confidence. Women's behavior often remains mysterious to men. Most women test sexual compatibility before marriage. The average intercourse duration for men is 11 to 14 minutes. Never trust a woman who takes your dick in her mouth before asking you, because she may already have experienced this with another guy. Falling in love calms the mind and boosts nerve growth levels for about a year. Love enhances perceptions of beauty. You are at your strongest when you are calm. Every smile, every loving word, and every kind action is a reflection of the beauty of your soul. The more you feed your mind with positive thoughts, the more you attract great things into your life. When a woman tells you about her problems, it doesn't mean she is complaining, it means she trusts you. Don't trust people whose feelings change with time. Trust those whose feelings remain the same, even as time changes. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. Always keep your cool when dealing with a fool. Never trust a woman who has had a relationship with dishonesty, for she has embraced a companion that erodes the soul and obscures the truth. Most girls are not attracted to you until they see you with an attractive girl. Keep uploading pictures with beautiful girls. Peace is found not in perfection, but in the acceptance of imperfection. Emotions drive 90% of our daily decisions, even if we think we're being rational. Logic often comes second to how something makes us feel. If you can breathe, you have no right to give up. When you are important to someone, they will always find a way to make time for you. No excuses, no lies, no broken promises. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything they have. When someone is drowning, that is not the time to teach them how to swim. Whatever you do, don't get stuck on the one thing that ruins your day. Life is too short to waste on negativity. You don't learn to swim by reading about water. When you focus on problems, you'll have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you'll have more opportunities. Sinners judge sinners for sinning differently. There will always be a reason why you meet people. Either you need them to change your life, or you are the one who helps change theirs. The road to heaven feels like hell. The road to hell feels like heaven. After breakup, 80% of women end up with the guy who was already in her ear while you were still loyal. Truth is, your replacement was never far. He was in her DM the whole time. You can't do the same things and expect change. If you're afraid, don't do it. If you're doing it, don't be afraid. Respect the old when you are young. Help the weak when you are strong. Confess the fault when you are wrong. Ignore a woman, and she will get interested. Ignore a man, and he will lose all his interest. Stop thinking you need a relationship. All you need is just a purpose, a stable income, peace of mind, and a good relationship with God. To attract better, you have to become better. People feel safer expressing emotions online than in person. Anonymity and distance lower the fear of judgment. Don't let anyone tell you you aren't worth loving. You are worth it. Overthinking kills your creativity, lowers your mental performance, leads to stress, and destroys your self-confidence. Psychology says, if a person repeatedly appears in your dreams, it means that they want to see you and talk to you. Surround yourself with people who talk about vision and ideas, not other people. The most painful goodbyes are when you know that the next time you meet, the hello won't be the same. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Don't worry about what people say behind your back, because God is going to bless you in front of them. No matter what happens in life, keep a good heart, a heart of trust and patience. A man's natural testosterone production peaks at 25 years old. Until you're 25, you should be on an absolute mission to pack on as much muscle and strength on your frame as humanly possible. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Chronic emotional suppression can shrink the hippocampus over time. This brain area is essential for memory and emotional regulation. Don't let the darkness of some people harden your heart. Pain makes you stronger. Tears make you braver. Heartbreak makes you wiser. So thank the past for a better future. You have nothing to prove to anyone. The best thing about the worst time of your life is that you get to see the true colors of everyone. Just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, magical person that you are. Don't seek the best partner. Seek the one who makes you a better version of yourself. A little jealousy in a relationship is healthy because it feels nice to know that someone is afraid to lose you. No matter what knocks you down in life, get back up and keep going. Never give up. Great blessings are a result of great perseverance. The more sexual partners a woman has had, the more she looks healthier and happy. Transform your mindset, upgrade your habits, and think positive. Never blame anyone in your life. Good people give you happiness. The bad people give you experience, and the worst people give you lessons. There can be no positive result from a negative attitude. The simplest way to rejoice is to count your blessings and be grateful for them. You will automatically feel joy in your heart. The best revenge is to improve yourself. Don't focus on others' wrongs. You must make the choice to take a chance if you want anything in life to change. 4 beautiful thoughts of life. Look back and get experience. Look forward and see hope. Look around and find reality. Look within and find yourself. Give the gift of your absence to those who do not appreciate your presence. Not having sex after getting drunk is a waste of drinking, honestly. Dear man, never think about sleeping with a married woman. Never break another man's family. Don't try to understand everything. Sometimes it is not meant to be understood, just accept it. Motivate yourself. Don't listen to those who only see your mistakes. When someone lies to you, it's because they don't respect you enough to be honest, and they think you're too stupid to know the difference. Build self-discipline. Get rid of bad habits one at a time. Stop worrying about the future too much, otherwise you'll get depressed. Accept your mistakes, learn from them, and move on. Don't be afraid to fail. Try more. Try someone else. Try 1,000 times. Choose simplicity. Learn to say no. Make new friends, stay with them if they're honest, good, and help you to move forward. Let go of the past. Regretting is not a good option. Get a new job and quit as soon as you are able to start a business. Start your own business. Think more positively. Surround yourself with positive people. Appreciate what you have. Be more curious. Learn and build different skills. Be kind to others. Create and keep a morning phrase. Stop making excuses. Learn to take risks. Stop blaming others for your own faults. Learn a new language. Go out in nature. Find reasons to agree. Be courageous, try new stuff, face your fears. Train your focus. Be better, not perfect. Give more freely. Pay yourself first. Be more productive by doing less. Take more responsibility. Wake up early. Start a blog or a YouTube channel. Ask yourself what you really want in your life. Find reasons to love your life. Start a new diet. Meet your own decisions. Reject what you don't want. Stop wasting your power. Avoid fighting with idiots and anyone else. Try something new at least weekly. Accept the faults of your friends. Learn to ignore. Learn to overcome the fear of death. Learn something new each day. Stop giving up. Don't try to please anyone. Experiment gratitude. Give up jealousy. Stop gossiping. Dissolve negative opinions about yourself. Listen to your critics. Manage your time as you manage your money. Don't take it personally. Exercise. Stop complaining. Read a book per week. Ignore what you cannot change. Play games, but don't waste more time on it. Stop solving the wrong problems. Forgive. Fix something by yourself. Break up with a person you don't like. Talk less, take more actions. Get a thing you wanted for a long time. Erase your bad routines. Join a new group. Love. Spend some time alone. Break an old bad habit. Stop reacting to stuff. Stop being judgmental. Watch your beliefs. Burn some old memories. Trust your emotions. Get a pet. Treat your body and mind well. Stop faking your life. Analyze and improve your weakness. Stop watching TV. Live more consciously. Go hiking. Challenge yourself more often. Meditate daily. Do a random act of kindness. Do the unexpected. Don't argue, win or lose. Go social. Slow your life down. Define your goals. Stop comparing yourself to others. Help others. Read inspiring biographies. Stop lying. Have more sex with your wife or girlfriends, and don't discharge with your hands. Seek for the truth, and don't stop when it's uncomfortable. Have no regrets in life. Try to see the bigger picture. Live today. Be yourself. Start investing in yourself instead of wasting your money on useless things. Start making money and stop wasting money. Build your friend circle with lawyer, politics, wrestlers, traders, businessman, YouTuber, criminal, and must have a stupid one as well. Start praying. Start reciting. Start loving your family more than anyone in the world, because your family can uplift you when you are down. Trust God. When speaking, do not mix your words with jokes and humorous remarks. There is no greater wealth than health. Spouses are not a whole as much as they complement each other's differences. Drawing your own path is the bravest step. One should start with worship. The enlightenment of the soul is in prostration. Turning to God fills the heart with emptiness. The right person brings happiness, while the wrong person brings experience. Health is friend-like, and illness is enemy-like. Do not expect others to believe in you if you do not believe in yourself. To be successful, you must first have confidence in yourself. There is nothing you cannot achieve if you believe you can. The mind cannot see the truth without lifting the veil of thoughts. Those who seek truth must be prepared to face loneliness. Love includes a love for knowledge. The most valuable knowledge is combined with action. Question not the origin of addiction, but the source of its illness. Finding good is easier than discovering and finding God. The best way to change people is to set an example for them. The beginning of internal illnesses occurs when people lose the meaning of life and weaken their social ties. The most perfect person from our mental, physical, and social health is the heart that distributes justice to everyone without expecting anything in return. If the difficulties we experience do not make us a better and stronger person, all our efforts are in vain. Human health is more noble than the sum of all the sciences invented by scientists. An ignorant physician is the assistant of death. Difficulties are opportunities for strong spirits to grow. Success is not giving up when faced with obstacles. Small mistakes teach big lessons. What I have learned in prostration. As long as tricks exist in the world, there will also be difficulties. People, as they try to escape from the grip of fear and horror, deepen the effect of these emotions even more. However, when they learn to confront these emotions with patience and trust, they can achieve true peace. To love actively overcomes problems of attention and harmony. The wise remain silent, while fools forget. The wisest person is the one who knows his own self best. As the fear of Allah deepens, the meanings of the Quran also become more apparent. Justice and conscience begin first in a person's inner world. Whoever does not know himself, how can he know his Lord? When reason and knowledge come together, lofty ideas are born. There is nothing as sweet as the love for children, nor as bitter as hunger. There is no more effective and influential remedy than touching your fingers to your mouth and nose, than love and affection. True knowledge must be based on two principles: reason and intuition. No one is as blind as those who do not want to see. Do not ask the physician, ask the afflicted. Discovering your own potential is the greatest journey. Knowledge and art abandon the country where they are not appreciated. The world is not a place of entertainment and games. A person who knows what he is does not affect by what some ignorant people say about him. Anxiety and worry do not make you friends with anyone. It is important to move forward even with small steps. What matters is taking action. In kindness, do not differentiate between friend and foe. Continuously turn inward, refresh, and renew yourself there. There is no peace among those who constantly find fault with their health. It is like a fruitless tree. Show respect to your friends and companions. Do not trust anyone who has been an enemy to you in the past. Do not forget that a person's value is measured by the value of the things he is interested in. A coward always wants to be right. Small-minded people talk big. Advice is the greatest treasure of the wise person. Choose your friend wisely, for your friend either elevates you or lowers you. Self-confidence is the key to success. Man seeks a physician for knowledge, not for appearance. The intuitions of the heart cannot be understood by reason. Patience is the key to the greatest victory. A person is as good as they think. Getting stuck in the past is the surest way to miss the future. Life is not just about winning. Sometimes it's about learning too. Focus on your potential, not on others' success. Everything has its time. You must be patient. Everyone has a story. Do not judge anyone by their story. You are shaped not by what people say to you, but by what you believe. Instead of being jealous of others' success, learn from them. Success is possible through continuous self-improvement. Drawing your own path is braver than following others' footsteps. Learning from the mistakes of others is the wisest way. When the love of faith enters the heart, an internal satisfaction and spiritual expansion are felt. This is the first sign of a healthy soul and body. In life, you only need to believe in yourself. You do not need others to believe in you. A person grows the most when they are alone with their own thoughts. Accepting the boundaries of others is realizing your own freedom. Everyone has their own story. No one knows the story of another. Success is possible with patience and perseverance. Choosing the easy path means accepting failure. Strive to surpass your own potential, not others. The more you don't have, the more you want it. Get inspired by others' stories, but write your own story. Forgiving others is the way to free yourself. Failure is the harbinger of a new beginning. The biggest obstacle in life is our own fears. True power is being in control of oneself. Discover the power within you because you are the only one who sets your limits. What others think is not important. What you are is important. Great people strive to achieve their dreams. Small people find excuses to postpone their dreams. At the age of 16, 80% of people have already met the person they are going to marry. Studies show that women are more attracted to men wearing blue, while men are more attracted to women wearing red. When a guy likes a girl, he will look her in the eye. When a girl likes a guy, she will look away. If you have a crush on someone, it's harder to lie to them. If he's continuously checking on you several times a week, with no genuine reason, that's when you know he's all yours. Most people are more likely to fall in love with someone when they meet in a dangerous situation. Men typically fall in love faster than women. He's truly yours if he gives you the best of everything, the last piece of cake, the bigger bite of the sandwich, the seat with the best view in the cinema, and so on. A morning kiss can help prevent stress-related illnesses. It triggers hormones that help a person deal with pressure. When we are single, all we see are happy couples. When we are not, we notice happy singles. It takes only 2 to 4 minutes to fall for someone or to make a good impression on them. Wonder why we act so inappropriately and irrationally when we fall for someone? Well, it's not your fault. It's the chemical known as cortisol. Love is not lust. Love is different from passion or lust. Men generally prefer an attractive body when they are looking for a long-term relationship. Research suggests that men are drawn to women who have a similar bone structure to their mothers. Studies show that men and women experience the same amount of emotion, but women tend to show it more. Once you're in a relationship, you think it will last forever. But in reality, it lasts only as long as both of you are working for it. If one person stops, it falls apart. Boys love girls who are mature, yet slightly childish. If you have a girl in your life who is dramatic and childish, believe me, you're lucky. One day you'll meet someone who understands your story and protects you. They won't want you to suffer the same pain again. The longer you stay in a relationship, good or bad, the harder it becomes to break up and move on. Couples who have similar qualities are not likely to last in a romantic relationship. The term love is derived from the Sanskrit word lubhyati, meaning desire. If you are in love for months, then it is just an attraction. But if it exceeds that, you are already in love. Marrying your best friend reduces the risk of divorce by 70%. These marriages often last a lifetime. A girl's love story often starts with, "He is different," and ends with, "He is just like the rest." When you fall in love or go through a breakup, it's the time when you start to understand the lyrics of songs. Sometimes these songs tell your life story. Someone who stays on your mind after months and years of no communication is the one who has your heart. If you feel sick, simply looking at a picture of a loved one can soothe the pain. Falling in love at first sight is apparently true, according to psychologists. It is impossible to remain angry at someone you truly love. Anger lasting for more than 3 days indicates that you are not in love. Falling in love increases levels of serotonin in our brain, causing obsession. Therefore, love can actually drive people crazy. If a girl starts crying just at the thought of losing you, no other girl can love you more than her. When a woman wants to end her love for you and leave, she will first do two things. First, she will change her tone. Then she will stop giving you her time. Falling in love has a similar neurological effect to cocaine. If a girl talks to you nicely, it doesn't mean she's easy, available, or interested. It just means she has good manners. When you're really close to someone, you can hear their voice in your head when you read their texts. Don't try to guess a girl's feelings. Always ask her. A girl likes to hear compliments, but she's usually unsure how to react to them. 90% of girls use silence to express their pain. You know she's truly hurt when she chooses to ignore you. The educational levels of romantic partners affect each other's mental and physical health. Loving someone who doesn't love you back is like hugging a cactus. The tighter you hold on, the more it hurts. According to couple psychologists, human beings are not capable of being just friends with members of the opposite sex. A broken heart is not just an expression, it's an actual medical condition. If a girl has her wall up, it's because it was built brick by brick, lie after lie, heartbreak after heartbreak. Studies show that 74% of girls feel jealous when their best friend spends more time with their boyfriend than with them. When she's happy, she can't stop talking. But when she's sad, she doesn't say a word. Care will always be in the heart, not in the words. Anger will be in the words, not in the heart. People with awkward and weird personalities tend to make the best friends. A perfect relationship isn't about never getting angry, upset, or irritated with each other. It's about how fast you resolve and bounce back to normal. Most boys find themselves attracted to girls whose behavior is similar to their mother's. Psychology says that taking some days of space in a relationship is very necessary. It helps both partners realize and appreciate the value of each other's presence. Listen carefully to how someone speaks about others to you. That's exactly how they'll speak about you to others. Sometimes the people who don't talk to you are the ones who want you the most. Discovering someone's similarities to us makes them seem more attractive. Women are more likely to cheat when they're ovulating. Women are more influenced by a man's sense of humor than his looks. 1 in 6 women has never had an orgasm. That's about 15%. Only 10% of the body is made up of erogenous zones. Eggs actively choose which sperm they allow in. Individuals who grow up poor often have a different relationship with money. They are more likely to spend windfalls quickly and avoid long-term investments. Romance at work is more likely to lead to marriage than meeting at bars or through friends. Money is a headache, and money is the cure. After orgasm, prolactin is released, making you feel relaxed and sleepy. Shaving or waxing down there is linked to increased stress. French folks top the charts 137 times per year, way above the global average of 103. Foreplay is like stretching before a workout. It's essential. Displaying wealth can make you seem less trustworthy. Excessive displays of luxury can signal arrogance or dishonesty. The pull-out method isn't great at preventing pregnancy. Matched libidos change over time. Having an emergency fund reduces stress. People with savings feel more in control of their lives. Women get erections too, just smaller ones. 3% of people have no sexual fantasies at all. People associate wealth with intelligence, even when it's unearned. Rich people are often seen as more competent, even when luck played a major role. Migraine sufferers report higher levels of sexual desire. Penis girth is more important than length for pleasure. Financial literacy leads to better money decisions. Understanding interest rates, inflation, and investing improves wealth over time. Fast, hard thrusting can actually cause pain and injury for most women. During orgasm, your brain is less attentive, thanks to a lack of fear and anxiety triggers. Stimulation, not penetration, is the key to pleasure for most women. The endowment effect makes us overvalue what we own. People ask for more money to sell something than they'd be willing to pay to buy it. The clitoris can be 2.5 times larger after menopause, leading to stronger orgasms. The clitoris has a similar anatomy to a penis. More money can make people overconfident. Wealth often leads to an illusion of control, making people underestimate risks. It can expand by 300% when aroused. Windfalls are often spent irrationally. Lottery winners often end up broke because they fail to manage sudden wealth. Men suffer from low libido as much as women do. Contrary to stereotypes, many older adults continue to engage in masturbation well into their later years. Studies suggest that sexual activity, including solo pleasure, can be a healthy and normal part of aging for those who are physically and mentally able. Less than 1/3 of people have acted out their most prominent sexual fantasy. Vibrators were originally developed as medical devices. Small, consistent habits lead to wealth. Regular investing, budgeting, and saving matter more than sudden windfalls. Just because your partner looks clean doesn't mean they're free of STDs. Rich people often feel they don't have enough. Even millionaires compare themselves to richer individuals. You can have an STD and not know it. Lottery winners are no happier long-term. Many fall back to their previous level of happiness after a few years. Most women still feel that leaving money matters to the man of the house is the key to a peaceful and successful marriage. Many men suffer from delayed ejaculation. A sense of humor is the sexiest attribute. Lack of an erection doesn't mean he's not turned on. Scarcity changes how people think. Being poor forces people into short-term thinking, making it harder to plan for the future. Older people often have better lives than younger ones. An erection doesn't mean it's time for penetration. Ask your partner what they want, just as you would with women. People are more likely to gamble when they feel financially desperate. financial stress can lead to riskier behavior. Framing matters in financial choices. A 90% success rate sounds better than a 10% failure rate, even though they mean the same thing. People hate budgeting. Tracking expenses feels restrictive, making it hard for people to follow a budget. Most financial advice is designed to benefit the person giving it. Social proof makes scams look legit. More followers equals more trust. A recession is coming, but no one wants to admit it. People prefer a smaller, immediate reward over a larger, delayed one. This is known as temporal discounting. If you want to know what God thinks about money, just look at the people He doesn't give it to. Women often lick their lips during conversations with someone they find attractive. 80% of men look at your breasts when you meet up for the first time. It turns out that a person can be friends with up to 150 people in his entire life. A woman is more likely to want to commit adultery during ovulation than at any other time in her cycle. Couples who watch porn together are more committed. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. A study found that foreplay involving the breasts increases sexual arousal in men. Human testicles can produce 1,500 sperm during every heartbeat. When you are with a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. The average speed of ejaculation is 45 kilometers per hour. Semen contains zinc and calcium, which have been proven to prevent tooth decay. When a woman is not interested, she often avoids eye contact and may look down. However, maintaining eye contact usually indicates interest. A man's mood has more influence on his appearance on women. Women appreciate when others can interpret their body language signals, such as pointing their feet towards someone, playing with their hair, or standing close. Women generally maintain eye contact during conversations with men they like. To turn a woman on, focus on various erogenous zones like the legs, breasts, and neck, rather than just the genitals. Women are naturally attracted to healthy, energetic men, regardless of pronounced muscles. It's better to surprise a woman with your skills in bed, rather than explicitly mentioning them, as it can create high expectations. A woman's voice may quicken and become higher pitched when she's attracted to someone. Women are more likely to develop romantic feelings after watching romantic movies or listening to romantic music. Never shed tears in front of your wife, no matter how much you are in pain. Women often go to the toilet in the company of friends for various reasons, including sharing comments and touching up makeup. Younger women may prefer older men because they feel more secure. Anger is an asset that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Satisfying a woman sexually can lead to a positive cycle of repeated experiences. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Women get drunk more quickly than men due to a lower water percentage in their bodies. Women spend an average of 15 to 20 minutes deciding what to wear each morning. Depression can occur when a woman is aroused or involved in an act of love. Women who make love frequently tend to have greater libido and feminine energy. The average size of the female intimate part varies between 8 and 10 centimeters, and an average-sized male genital organ is sufficient for pleasure. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Most women experience peak desire when stimulated both genitally and through nipple stimulation. Deep penetration in the dome is suitable for some women to achieve orgasm. Wealth, a friend, a wife, and a kingdom may be regained, but this body, once lost, may never be acquired again. Touching a woman's lips can result in arousal for almost 70% of women. Women prefer a male genital organ between 6 and 8 centimeters in length. A woman is mentioned around 11 times during the day and 9 times during the night on average. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate your mind on the present moment. There are only 2 ways of dealing with an evil person or thorn. Crush them under your boot or stay far away from them. If you are alone for a long time, soon you will accept loneliness. You will never know your potential if you are afraid to be alone. Girls are better at multitasking. Girls don't dress up for men. They always dress up for themselves according to their mood swings, location they are going, season, waxing schedules, period cycle availability of suitable accessories, etc. Makeouts are more emotional for females as compared to males. For males, it's more physical. They don't want an honest answer to the question, how am I looking? Girls' heart beats faster than a guy's. Women's purses are always full of useless stuff. They think they might help them someday, and I tell you, they never do.